What's up, everybody, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about like how my life has been and how thankful I am for it, I guess, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Yeah, I've been doing a lot, you know, like there's been a lot happening. I've been working on a bunch of different projects at the same time. I've been working on the channel nonstop. I've been trying to, you know, keep you guys updated. Been working on this channel, the other channel, all the editing. I've been working on work, like my actual job, which is sound in the film industry. I've been working on a lot of stuff, and you know, it gets very tiring at certain points, and I feel kind of silly for complaining about it sometimes, because the other half of that coin is I'm extremely blessed to be where I am, and I'm very thankful for it. Because, I don't know, it's not something that I ever expected to happen. We surpassed 100,000 subscribers on the channel, which is so cool, and that milestone hit right around the time when a bunch of other stuff kind of also happened. So one of those things is what I'm flipping right now, the Vulp. This is a project that I've been working on for quite a while now. Actually, I could go back and figure out. I think it's since April I've been working on the Vulp. So April of this year. Let me go into my email and check. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, April. I've been working on the Vulp since April, so that's kind of crazy. And similarly, I've been working for almost very similar period of time on the cases that we created. And all of those projects were extremely challenging, but also very rewarding, obviously, because like getting to create my own Balisong is a dream that I've had for a very long time, and being able to work with a company like Balisongs, which is able to produce it at scale for a very good price that I think is really, really good for the community, was a dream of mine that I've had for a long time. This is something that I haven't really talked about before, but I believed that the creation of something like this was necessary for the community to grow and push forward. Specifically, what I mean when I say that is I believe that the community needed a trainer that was very cheap, that was very good, created by a Chinese company. And for me, years ago at this point, I had already thought about doing something like that. And the problem was that the only places that I knew of that could create something like that were clone manufacturers. And at one point, I actually had considered like talking to the one about creating a product like this. But the problem is that I just, like, my dream was very childish and kind of not realistic, in the sense of like, I was like, you know, if I work with them and we create something original, and I'm like, hey, don't make clones, make this original thing, then they'll start doing that. And the unfortunate truth is that their business is primarily around the money they make from making clones. And so doing something like that with them just wouldn't really work out, because it doesn't match with my own moral and ethical values. And so it was something that I scrapped pretty quickly on in terms of an idea that I had. But at least the idea of creating a Balisong with a Chinese company was something in my mind for quite a while, because I believe that it's necessary for the growth of the community. I think making these as available as possible, both nationally and internationally, is extremely important to also, you know, not just get it in the hands of more people, but by getting the Balisong and a trainer like this in the hands of more people, you're making it more available to the public. And the more people that see other people with Balisongs, the more people will realize that, like, Balisongs aren't they're not really a weapon or anything like that. They're more of an art form and a flow toy. And so hopefully the stigma that was given to butterfly knives through media and stuff like that can kind of be quelled a little bit, and can be reduced, so that Balisongs can become more popular and more people like them, and maybe they'll be legalized in different areas. I don't know. It's just a thought, but it's part of my like dream of increasing the size of the Balisong community and getting more people into this incredible hobby. So yeah, lots of stuff going on there, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity to be able to do this at all. And so yeah, the other thing is that all of these kind of hit around the time that we hit 100,000 subscribers. So like the cases went live just recently, and the Vulp went live just recently, and like obviously we haven't announced the Vulp on the main channel yet because we haven't reached the like stock levels that I would want before a big announcement like that. But even with the announcements that I've been doing on this channel, it's been going crazy. And so yeah, I don't know, I'm very thankful for it. I'm very proud of it, and I'm very, very happy that you all seem to like it so much, because it really has been a challenge to do all of these things at the same time. I'm either always on meetings, or I was prototyping, or I was editing, or I was writing, or I was working, or doing this or that, and like I just have been nonstop for months and months at this point in terms of like being on. I feel like I've always been on in my life, and I feel bad for complaining about that, but it is stressful. But at the same time, I have to look and see that like all of this stuff that I have been working on has been paying off, and it's all been coming together, and I think it is benefiting the community in tangible ways, and that makes me very happy. And so I don't know, yeah, I'm just very thankful that I'm getting to do this at all. No matter how much hard work it is, I'm very, very happy that I'm able to do the work in the first place, because like that's something that I only ever dreamed of. I literally, when I made my first Balisong video, I did so simply because I had a love for Balisongs and a love for making YouTube videos, and those two things coalesced into the first video I created. I made that video, I think it's My Balisong Collection 2018. I made that video in one day, and I did it with my friend Austin. And literally what happened, I made that video in 24 hours because I had a free day, and I was like, I have an idea that I've had in my head for a while now, which is to do a Balisong collection video and like make it really pretty and add B-roll and stuff. And so I shot all of the interview portion myself. I didn't script it at all. I just kind of did it. And then I had my friend Austin help me to shoot the B-roll because I needed someone to actually hold the camera and point it at me. And I shot the interview portion in the morning, and then that night me and Austin went out to a kind of interesting location and put up a couple lights and shot the B-roll of me flipping, and then I edited it together that day, and the next day I uploaded it, and that was how that worked. Like, it literally was a 24-hour process, and it was nonstop work. Like, it was a lot of work to make that video happen, but it was just such a, like, I was like, I have a moment, I'm going to do this. This is just something that I want to do. This has nothing to do with, like, thinking that this is going to get views or anything like that. I just want to do it. And so that's kind of been, a driving force behind the way that I work in the first place now, is, like, a lot of our stuff that we create, it's unfortunate as YouTube becomes a job for someone, I think, because it necessitates your motivation to be towards that of views, right? Because the longer that you've been, on YouTube, and the more money you're getting from it, and the more important it becomes in your life, and the more time you're spending on YouTube in your life, the more that not having that money from YouTube really impacts you. It really becomes a problem if you can't... Oh, shit. Whoops. Almost. Oh, no, I think I might have stripped my bit there on my T8. That was actually the bit, not the hardware, which is impressive, because that means that the hardware is very good. I just wasn't paying attention while I was tightening, and I tightened at a bad angle. Got to be careful. Yeah, those keychain Torx bits are great, but you got to kind of be a little careful about what what angle you're going at it from. I got a little bit of tap in my Vulp now. But yeah, I've been very lucky, and I'm thankful to say that I've been very lucky, and I'm thankful to people. Why is there so much pressure in my lube? Goodness. I'm thankful to all of you for watching this long, and participating in this weird experiment that I've been doing that's been going on for this long and has just become like a part of my life and my job and everything like that. Like I never expected it. I literally just started to start. Like I just did it because I wanted to, because it was something that I enjoyed, and like it was just a passion and a hobby of mine, and now it's turned into a very legit, thing that I do, and I don't know, I'm lucky that that's even possible, and I'm thankful to you all for helping to make that possible. So yeah, thank you all so much for subscribing, for liking. God, I don't even know where I'm going with this at this point, but I just am kind of wanting to wax philosophical here and talk a little bit about like what's been affecting me and what I've been thinking about, and just like how crazy this all is to me, and how lucky I am to be able to participate in it and call you all, viewers and friends, and like, I don't know, I just think it's cool. I just think it's really cool. I think the Balisong community has a lot going for it. I think a lot of us are really cool people. And like, we have our disagreements and our like drama and whatnot, but overall I think that the Balisong community is a pretty cool place, and I'm pretty happy to be a part of it. And that might be my rosy tinted YouTuber glasses talking, but I'd say it's at least my perspective. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one. I'm wanting to talk about more stuff, but I don't know what I even want to actually talk about, so I'm just kind of like rambling at this point and being all weird. So thank you guys so much. That's pretty much it for this one, I guess. I will see y'all later. Peace.